I'm Dr Dominic Pimenta. I'm a cardiology registrar and I'm an author as well. I spend far too much time on Twitter. Coronavirus is the family. I think the proper term is Coronaviridae, lots of viruses. There is no relationship, which is an odd thing to have to say, between coronavirus and Corona the beer. Most of the data we have is obviously going to be from the largest outbreak, which was in Wuhan, China, and it's still incomplete, and every day more and more data comes back from there. It's a respiratory virus, and one of the main features of it is most people, in the studies from China anyway, 80% will have mild disease. So the commonest symptoms were fever, dry cough and headache. An incubation period is the time from when you get the disease to when you actually start to produce symptoms, with a median time being of 2 weeks. And it has been shown that in that time, without symptoms, you can pass the virus on. The virus is spread primarily by droplet spread, so it's a respiratory virus. Little particles of virus get sneezed or coughed out and then inhaled by another person, and also onto a surface. So it's really important to wash your hands and to not touch nose or mouth as much as possible. The virus itself can still be infectious even after sitting on a surface for 9 days. And they can be disrupted by alcohol-based. Hand sanitizer is probably not as good as directly washing your hands with soap and water. I think the guidance now is for 20 seconds at least. There is no vaccine or current antiviral medicine yet, but there might be some stuff coming down the line, and probably not for at least 12 months. Mortality rate, definitely influenza, much lower mortality rate than COVID-19. COVID-19 seems to be predominantly dangerous to the elderly and those who are unwell, and not actually affecting people who are particularly young as yet. We are now seeing local spread in this country, and by local spread we mean people who have with no clear contact from travellers or other countries, so they've caught the disease locally somewhere in the UK. The CMO, Chief Medical Officer Chris Whitty, has suggested in the worst case scenario that 80% of the population could be infected. The advice really is wash your hands, self-isolate if you are unwell, avoid unnecessary travel, and then wash your hands again. Take the threat seriously and respect that threat, because it's as much to protect you as it is to other people who actually may be more vulnerable than you are. Fake news in this particular position is deadly and something that we should try and avoid and stamp out as much as possible. So be informed, be kind, and stay safe.